I'm sorry. I know, that's why I'm in timeout. I mean, I got rolling and I was on, I had some good maker, inspiration, music. I was just romping and rolling, you know what I mean? I had a rhythm, is what I'm saying. That's why I put myself in timeout. Because I know I should have brought y'all along with me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What are you talking about? I was talking about this. This is my door. What do you think? Made it off camera. Spent way too much. Spent way too much money on this here sheet of plywood. I don't understand. I just don't. I know, you know, maybe it's because I didn't go to college, but I just don't understand why everything's so expensive. What do you think? Purple. It's from the Swim Pactor. I had it left over, and y'all know me. I mean, I try to reuse on as much as I physically can, but when it came to making a door that needed to be semi-straight, I had to go get me a sheet of plywood. You can make it all in one sheet of plywood. I'm not going to go in too much about this because this video is about that dough. But I'll let y'all hop off and we'll get a little look-see-poo. Look at my door. Well, let's look at it this way first. Yeah? That's a little crooked right there. Don't worry about that. What do you think? I got it waxed right here because when I painted it, it was still a little tacky, and I went ahead and closed it because I wanted to see what it looked like. So that's what it is. Furniture wax is good for doors, squeaky. It's okay. That's why you prime it. See? You just do that right there and it'll be fine. One sheet of plywood. This is I wanted the little half door, like well, here I can set y'all out there. You know, like the schoolroom doors, or I don't know what you would call it. The little half doors, little half barn farm doors, farmhouse. Peach, Peachy. What's that, man? There he is. There's Peach. Anytime I put the come on out from up. Come on. Anytime I turn the camera on, you're right here, baby. Come on. Hey, how are you, handsome? How's everybody doing today? Are y'all having a good day? Peachy, are you having a good day? I'm having an excellent day. I get distracted a lot. I like to make sure that I always make sure that y'all are having a good day. That's important. If you're not, you know what it takes? It just takes just a couple of seconds. You know, make yourself have a good day. I've talked about it before. Ground yourself, take 5 minutes. Appreciate this beautiful thing that we have that is life. Because it is beautiful. And I think my door is beautiful. Oh, half door. Farmhouse. Sorry, I got distracted, Peachy. I wanted a half door just like this. So that way, when a good breeze is coming in, it'll hit me in the face. It'll come through the shop. I can roll the other future door that we are about to build. A little nervous. I've never built one. It's okay. I'll make it work. My wife's going to come out potentially with the kids and do some splatter paint. Take some more of that Swim Pactor paint that we have. So we're going to do that. Y'all want to talk about the barn door on the other side? The rolling door? I mean, I'm going to try to do it without buying more plywood. Okay, my Patreons, y'all helped me out. Y'all bought like a third of that sheet of plywood, so thank y'all. I really appreciate that. Let me get y'all on the other side. I'll meet you over there and we'll kind of go over some ideas that I've got and what I actually think I need to have and where I have a little bit of playroom. So, I'll see you over there. Yeah! Alright, so this is what we're thinking, or I'm thinking. Y'all thinking it too? I had that tube that, you know, we were going to use for the handrail. I even made some prototype, and when we get in the shop, I'll show you. When we get in the wood shop, because this is going to be the metal shop. I'll show you the prototypes and the problems that I came up with. And why I just simplified it, I just went ahead and got simple on it. This was in the house. This was actually hanging up in this when it was in whatever previous owner had this lean-to shed for. So this was here. My first thought was use this because it's going to be really cool. It's like, but I don't have solid metal round stock. But you have something close there, Mr. Ryan. Yes, I do. I have a lot of this hexagonal bar that I can get, and well, like this. But that stuff, man, it rolls on this perfectly. No matter which way I have it, if it's a point or not, it just rolls, baby. So I'm gonna take this, cut this apart, use this and use this. Maybe, can I just attach that right to the door? Or do I need to make some new ones that'll come down? All right. So I gotta figure that out. And then what I'm thinking, what I have to have on this is I have to have double the distance of the door for my runner, for my door to run on. So I'm gonna use this as kind of like an end cap. These can kind of sit like that, you know, so the door will go past it a little bit. Do you see what I'm saying? And so I've got one. This is, I've already cut it off, but I need to have 10 feet 3 inches, 4 inches, something like that, for my track. So that means I have to weld 2 of these together. I've never done that. It's the first couple of, well, it's a lot of firsts you see me do on this channel. Let's talk about that, and then we'll get to work real fast. But I just want to talk on it while I got you before I get to working and, you know, all that stuff. Sun, thank goodness the sun's out today. I love the sun. I'm like Superman. First, don't be intimidated when you do something. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to all y'all right here. Don't be intimidated. Be careful, you know, think about it for a little bit. Make sure that you're being careful along the way. As far as, but what if you don't know what you're doing, Ryan? Just be smart. I don't know. If you're a maker and you've made things, you can probably make other things that you haven't made before. Just be, you know, don't let things intimidate you. You see this world and you see other people on YouTube. I am guilty of this. And I'm like, golly, I wish I could do that. You know what? You just get out there and you do it. You get junk that you got laying around the house and you do it. That's what I've done. You know, I am not I mean, no means am I a professional. I'm barely a half decent maker. So if I can do it, you can do it. No matter what, no matter what it is, you can do it. I just want to see people make. You know, I want to see people take it, the power, and just grab a hold of it. Because if you can fill your little maker belt full of stuff, and you get to view this world. Like I was talking to somebody about grading dirt. I don't know anything about grading dirt. Man, oh man, did I learn a absolute heap. I can view the terrain differently. It's like a superpower. You know, making is like a superpower. Knowledge is like a superpower. Knowledge reigns supreme over nearly everyone. KRS-One? Anybody? All right, I'll meet you in the shop. Well, I mean, I got a couple different things I gotta do. I gotta worry about how I'm going to attach it. Kind of low profile, but I think I'll make that bracket once I've made my door. That way I know how far off I need to set it off the building, right? Yeah, I made a little carriage runner for that round tube I was telling you about for the swim pactor. I tapped it, drilled it, and the thought was that would sit on top of some, like a plate that would sit on top of the door. And I put bearings. I put bearing here, bearing there, bearing here, bearing there. And it slid really, really smoothly, but it was real bumpy. You know what I mean? And I didn't really like that because I used a torch to cut that tube in half. So we're not doing that. We are going to do it that other way because I think that's the way it's going to work the best. What I've got to do to these rods is I've got to put a chamfer where I basically... There's a beetle. That beetle's dead. I'm going to take and just gnaw a lot of that off to where I have like a point almost, kind of. And then I put the 2 points together, and then I'll weld that. And then I'll weld the outside, grind it smooth, fill up any holes, grind it smooth. That'll water chestnut. I don't have a table big enough that will help me keep this flat. So what I'm thinking, you know, I love hearing the birds. Y'all love hearing birds? My kids and the wife and I were on a walk the other day, and we were all talking, you know, what would you, if you could be one animal for 24 hours, what would it be? I want each and every one of you right now, please, to go down to the comments down below. If you could be any animal for 24 hours, what would it be? Bloop, 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 bloop. Put that down on your box for me. I can share it with the kids and the wife, and I'd like to see what y'all would like to be. Guess what I would want to be? You guess? Peachy, a cat, is a house cat that can come inside and outside and probably be on up there as my number one. But it's either going to be a hawk, you know, or a cat. Any kind of bird, maybe. You know, flying would be cool. Yeah, so do that for me. Bleep, pop it. So, I'm thinking, once I get, I know, get you in trouble. Shade! Baby girl! That's probably loud for y'all. Once I get it ground up on both sides, maybe I can clamp that down, or maybe even tack it to the table, and then I can take the other one. Sound like a wiener? Sounds like a wiener to me. So let's do that. I'm gonna grind it up. Yeah, I'll film it. I'll bring it along. Just a couple little snippets like I normally do. And then I'll meet y'all back here in a tick or two. Y'all think it's gonna work? I think it's gonna work. If you think something will work, guess what? 9 times out of 10 it does. That goes back to what I just said. Just do it. Like Nike. Just do it. Just do it. I'm gonna do it. Alright, beat you back in a second. If you bite onto your lip or a tongue or something, man, you get like twice the work done. I thought that was Riders on the Storm. I hadn't heard that one in a little bit. Big Doors fan. You know they didn't have a bassist? The piano player, he played it with his left hand. I think he had a custom organ made just to play the bass. So when they went on tour and stuff. Talking about in the studio. What do y'all think? See what I was talking about to the little points? That way I can build that whole valley full of my weld. And what I'll do, just from watching different people on YouTube, there's Jody over at Welding Tips and Tricks. He's a really good teacher. This old Tony's got some pretty good ones. Distracted. But what I'll do is I'll do a root pass, I think that's what it's called, where I do a root weld. It's the very bottom weld, and I'll try to get as close as I can into there, and then I'll weld onto my weld to fill up that valley. Does that make sense? We're building up the welds. Starting on the inside, build it up, go a little bit out, build it up, go a little bit out, build it up, and then I'll be able to do a pass during the center. I could probably do a lot of it, and then rotate, and keep going. So I'm gonna do that. It's hard filming, and when I'm welding, I've said it, you know, I get zoned out. I get in my maker space. There's a lot to be said about muscle memory, just letting your body do what it wants to do. I have to make a conscious decision to stop filming. And so I stopped making to make this. So no offense to y'all. I'm gonna make this for a little bit, and we're gonna come back because That's what I like doing. So I'll see you in a second. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Oh, I just did my nails too the other day. Got some JB Weld on it at work today. It's no fun. Alright, I'll be back in a second. Well, I can explain it a little bit better now that I've done it. Maybe y'all be able to understand. Y'all are all smart, so I know that you did, but I just figured I'd show you anyway. There is my root pass right there in the center. And you can see what I've done is I've started when I'm going to do my out. That's my root right there. And then this is, I guess, would be the filler passes. Is that I did my middle, my center, and then when I started on my second weld, I started on the center, slowed down as I crossed over to this side. It's called bridging the valley. And you want that valley right in there, the two low spots, to fill up full of weld. Because your weld is stronger than the metal that you're welding onto, believe it or not. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that on this. I'm gonna start here, and then I'll start here, and then I've already rotated it all the way around. So just wanted to show you. Wish I could play music. I got some Billy Joel going right now that is just on top. I will be back when we're done grinding, because grinding's kind of boring. Yeah, I'll see you in a second. I mean, I am from Georgia, so I gotta have me some Allman Brothers. I love the Allman Brothers, by the way. My dad was a huge fan as well, seeing as we are both Georgia boys. I did it again. I've decided, you know, I'm just gonna bring y'all back when I've got some progress, you know. I mean, it's sometimes I have a hard time stopping, making to film. There, it's out now. I took apart the. I had two carriages that I took apart. This is for the. This is that one. See, I cut that off. Boop, boop. That's where I got the other wheel from, and then this was hanging on the fence, this U-shape. So I lucked out. I mean, I'm building a shop from stuff that's been laying around my house. Something to be said about that there, YouTube. So look around your house, start collecting. Hoarded? No, collecting. So we've got this, and I'm looking at it. There's going to be a lot of. Good thing I got my safety Crocs on. I'm the door. You're the shop. Okay? You're the shop. So with this, the door is going to pull down. It's not going to want to do that because it's, well, depending on how. Depending on how I have this bar mounted to the wall. If I have the bar mounted to the wall with something like this, remember, y'all are the shop. Hey Nuggy. Bye Nuggy. If I had something like that, it's going to want to pull down that way. I got this stuff from work. I don't know how many months ago. Can y'all see that? It's still magnetic from where my magnet on my crane picked it up. This bar is. I'm magic. Okay. Distracted. So I'm thinking, if I get a piece of angle iron, not only will that give me lateral support, where it makes it to where it won't tip over, but it gives me an awful lot of support this way. Remember, y'all are the shop. This is the door. Huh, huh. So we don't want any of those forces pulling down on us because we have gravity to think about and how heavy I make my door. I'm not going to make it heavy. One, I can't afford it. The price of wood. So if I take a piece of angle iron, not only will it give me my lateral, is that the right word? I'm trying to sound smart. Will it give me the support this way and this way. Come over here. Let's see if I can do that one-handed. Shell can. It will give me the spacing that I need off the wall. Because the wall... Oh, God. The wall is my tummy. Right? That's my tummy. Is the wall. And that gives me spacing off the wall to where the door is not going to be stickety out too far. Does that make any sense? So let's take this piece of angle iron, maybe cut it, because we don't want that much sticking up. Probably only want about that much sticking up, or maybe about that much. That's how I measure. That much sticking up, maybe that much down. So we'll make these pieces that long. So I'll karate chop these two in half. Maybe make like a little indentation on the angle iron so that I can set this closer, so I can get me some more welds in there. Some nice good welds. You think this is going to work? Wait, Mr. Ryan, but what about when the door closes? You said you're going to have an overhang. I am going to have an overhang. That's right. Good job, Ryan. Ah, thanks, man. I appreciate it. You're doing a good job, Ryan. I know that I am, but thank you for telling me. I like to tell you every now and then that you're doing a good job. And it's good to tell ourselves that we're doing a good job. Good job, Ryan. Thanks, man. Let's make some sense of this. I hadn't even brought the pole out there to see if it fits yet. The rod, pole, the bar. Bet you it's pretty heavy. It's pretty dang straight, I'll tell you that. Because I was... Get off there, Mr. Drill. Mr. Drill Man, sir. That looks like it's one... Ooh, except for down there at the end. I won't make the door very heavy. I'm going to put all that into actual... it's like you use your imagination to make something and then you make it happen. So I'm going to make it happen. And then we're going to come back. Bye! I don't have a long enough... I just ran out there to make sure that it fits, and it fits just fine. I don't have a long enough workbench. So what I did is I went ahead and set up a temporary long work table for myself. Did y'all like that? I just got this laid up right there on that. I put my 6-foot level on there. It's pretty level. And the purpose for that is this is going to be the shop wall. Remember we talked about doing something like that? But I want it about like that. Let's just cut a little groove in there, huh? Something like that yet? Something like that for myself. Can y'all see what I'm doing? Beep. So I'll do that I'll make 2 of those identical, and then we'll weld them up, throw a bunch of holes in here real quick, and then we'll go out yonder way and see if it will work. How's that sound to y'all? I think it sounds like an excellent idea. That's what we're going to do, and then we'll be back here shortly. Thanks. Yeah. I did it again, y'all. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Don't worry about it. This is what we got. I caught y'all up, but then I don't really recall or remember where we left off because it is a new day. I know where we're at. Okay. Check those welds out while we're here. Those are just gorgeous. My wife walked up to me and she said, "I believe I'm married to a welder." And I said, "I think you might be, baby doll." They turned out pretty good. I'm going to take this back off and paint it once I know that everything's good to go. I might round those off or put a chamfer cut. See, I'm still lacking 2 bolts. It's got a little bit of shake, but not that bad. I drilled these holes. Those were absolutely terrible. I'm going to tell you right now. I need some better drill bits is what I need. Well, I'll take all this off in a little bit and I'll show you. But this is what we got to do. We've got to build a door 62 by 66 and a half. And I'm going to try to stay true on y'all and try not to buy anything. I'm going to walk around the property right now with y'all and we're going to come up with a door. I don't know how. I don't. I don't know how we're going to do it. So 62 by 66 and a half. That's about where I want it to overhang. Just because that's as far as we can go. But then that'll give me a way to fasten it or some kind of lock mechanism. And then the door is going to come out to about right there. And there it is. That'll go back a little bit further because I've got to, you see it's hitting the siding. So I've got to kind of put that, space that out from the wall a little bit. So it's pretty tough. Let's walk around. Let's get a look at what we have on site. One for y'all so that you can kind of see my process on how I get to where junk looks like stuff. I got an ant fell down from the tree. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing, ant? Peachy's probably going to come around in a second. Peaches! Mario! Nuggie! We'll get them out and about. I've got all those slabs, way too heavy. But I've got 3 sheets of it's 4 feet by 58. So we're just shy of getting our measurement, about 20 inches all the way around. I've got 1 full sheet of this. This is 8 feet, 4 by 8, ½ inch plywood. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I've got 10 total half sheets of that stuff. I don't know if I really carried y'all in here before. This is our little storage building. One of my first machines I ever made. It's a 2 by 72 belt grinder. It worked pretty good. I should have used thicker wall stuff. Made it out of a treadmill and a workout machine. We've got this stuff. This is the old pole. I could possibly build a frame out of this. You see what I'm talking about? I could build a frame out of this and kind of weld it together. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe. So I've got that stuff. What else we got? How are y'all doing? It's a new day for me. It's like, what, 10, 15, 20 minutes for y'all? But it is a new day for me. I had an excellent day at work. Really productive. Again, the weather makes me have a good day because it's in here. You know, we can all have good days. The weather affects me a lot. So I'm glad that I live where it is pretty. Got these 2 old 2x4s that came out of the roof of the smokehouse. What else do we got? We got heavy metal. Heavy metal, get it? We got some heavy metal, and then we've got these. Ooh, I didn't realize I had. I think we found our door shell, or covering. I can cover the door with this stuff. Pretty sure. Give me that. It's on that. I don't know how certain people film one-handed. Sorry. Cody's Lab I watch a lot. He films one-handed. Oh God. Oh no. Am I carrying y'all along with all this? Maybe. We're still yet to go in the shop. We got any big metal over there? No. Alright, so we can make the... Ha! Yeah. I left the air compressor on. That's prime snake territory right there. Snakey, snakey. Yeah. So that's what we're going to cover the door with. It'll kind of blend in with that. So maybe piece a couple of those pieces of plywood together. Got some 2x4s there. I'm running low on supply A's here. Let's see what else we got. I've got 2 sticks of angle iron here. That'll help reinforce the door. Maybe on the top and the bottom, help keep it straight. Can I box the whole door out of that? Can I make the whole door out of that? What do we say? 62 by 66 and a half? My paycheck. That's a sleepy boy, sir. You're so sleepy. How's it get to be so tired when all you do is sleep? Do y'all hear the birds? Am I boring y'all with this? No, I do it for me. So, that's what you gotta do. You gotta do stuff for yourself. I like talking to the camera. This is my therapy. There, I told you. I went ahead out and just said it. This is my therapy. Helps me get out of my head. Talk to you guys. Appreciate it. All right, I'm gonna come back. 30, 34, 64, 67. What do we need? Come on, baby. It's gonna do it. It's gonna do it. Man, that's 120 inches. Hold on a second, let me just pause this Lakeside Park by Rush. Oh my gosh, I've listened to that album 3 times today. Absolutely beautiful. New day. I told you I had to go do my work thing. I had to go run and do that, so I only had like an hour yesterday. What did we do? We found some material. Y'all saw that. Me being cheap, I guess just flat out, me just being cheap, not wanting to spend money. But I had that 20-foot long stick of the angle iron, right? And I could get 2 sides, which was the 67, and then this one just came a hair shy of getting the 63. And so what I did is, this is a different gauge angle iron, but I guess really only y'all and whoever else is going to watch the video is going to know. We're going to piece that together. We're going to make ourselves a long enough stick so we can make our frame. The thought is that we'll make the frame. I'll put the wood up at the top, and then maybe try to find like a stringer, something to run across the front to keep it from. It's not going to sag, is it? No, it's hanging from the top. Opportunities have arisen. Mario! Sorry, I don't show Mario very often. Marcy! What's him doing? What are you wanting? That's a dirty kitty cat. Baby, you got a garage. You've got dog houses. Look at him in the shop. He's just a mess. So I'm gonna put that stuff together, and we shall return. Where's he gonna come from? Where's Ryan? Yeah, where's he at? Yeah, is he gonna come from the left or the right, or hop down from the top? Yeah. Hi. Sorry, I really had fun doing that last time when I was editing it. It cracked me up. Make sure my neighbors weren't looking at me. What do you think? Yeah? You should like it? You should like it? Well, it's raining. I'll tell you what, the boy's turning into quite the welder. I had two leftover 2x4s. I went ahead and stuck one on the top and one on the bottom. I went through and just screwed that, and that just kind of trued up the frame a little bit. It's not really bowed, you know what I mean? I mean, considering I did the second half on the ground, and I did, you know, I have like a 3-foot workbench, so I think it did pretty good. Are we going to put plywood on it? If I had 2 sheets of that big stuff, I've only got 1 of it, I'd have to really piece together the other stuff. You can see a little bit of daylight right there, but overall it's covered. That's all I wanted it to be, was a covered door. I've got to take it down yet and paint it. I've got some pretty bright colors that I'll probably use to make the rustiness kind of... That's why I like using bright colors with rust and oxidized metal. The color is rust. But I like doing that because it just kind of makes everything pop a little bit. So I'll go through and paint these things. I should have painted the wheels before I didn't even show you all that. I pinned those down. I took the original rod that was there and just pinned them on both sides. So I took care of that. There's a big old gap in there. I'm gonna just fill that to the brim with grease. Maybe I should have thrown a washer on there. A lot of shouldas. A lot of shoulda, woulda, couldas. I guess that's why I don't title my videos "How to Make Bleh," because I don't know what I'm doing. I don't want to tell y'all, you know what I mean? Or I don't want it to look good for camera and then it be janky off camera. So we'll do that. Go ahead and put this on there. Should fit. And it does. Yeah, see? Maybe just like that. You see it? You see what we're doing? And then that's got our shop door done. Really try, girl. Boom, 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 boom. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, and please me. Oh yeah, like I please you. All right, with that. Drum roll. What do you think? We have made a sliding shop door from garbage. Garbage. Like just what's laying around. I don't know where I left off. It has been 2, 3, 5. I don't know how many days it's been. But we have painted it. We have installed it. Where's the seam? I don't know, Ryan. I don't know where the seam was. I offset this side a little bit. I just kind of went with a little design. Yeah. There's the angle iron. Remember, we made a frame. I connected the pieces together. These are those caster pulley jobbity-doos that were already on the property. I painted those up. I pinned either side so that it's in there for good. I have not greased it yet. I need to find me a little, like something to, my grease nozzle's too big. I mean, and now this is that stuff that I found on the property that I think was supposed to be like one of those little bitty metal sheds. It had a lot of well, I'll show you. It had a lot of little support pieces that it came with. I'm assuming it was going to be a shed. But I took some of the support pieces that they were going to have for, I guess, the wall or the roof, and I used that as my center support, and then I cut up 2 of the side supports for this. I mean, it's as sturdy as a garage door. Look what I've made, y'all. I am just tickled pink. When I first put it on, it was kind of bowing out these braquitos. So I recessed that into that 2x4. I mean, it's still got a good, probably inch of material that it's grabbing a hold of. I mean, what you think? Now, to some, this is not going to be your cup of tea. But to me, I mean, it fits right at home with me. 1, I didn't have to pay very much for it. 2, I got to use my imagination. And 3, I got to make. That's like my 3 favorite things. Are we foggy on there? I keep moving in and out. We got a little haze to us. Sorry about that. It's up in this corner. I'm not going to redo it. I mean, that's a pretty good take I've done so far. Filming, that is. And then this is our other door. Remember, I had to buy 1 sheet of plywood. 1, because this is what I wanted it to look like in my head. And this is what I got. I got some condensation. Oh well. I just can't quit looking at it. And it's like you know, the old schoolhouse places, or you know, if you're gonna walk up to a shop, hey, and the person just opens up the top part. Hey, what you want? You know, like they kind of kneel or rest their arms like that. All right, so you're the customer, and you're gonna be like, what is that? Well, I was doing work. What you need? Oh, you got an order? What you need? Yeah, I can do that for you. You know, I got a whole bunch of important work going on in here, but I'll get to you. You know, that kind of thing. Like, it's just like if the wife or kids needs me, you know, they can come knock on the door, or it's already open, or I have it open. I got a box fan sitting in here, getting a good breeze going. Success. 100% happy with it. Got to use some pallets like I like. Y'all know me, I like that free stuff. Well, it's not so much that it's free, is that it hurts me to see good things go to the trash or to the landfill when I know that I can make something out of it, or that y'all can make something out of it, or that the mass majority of us humans, if we put our mind to it, we can do it. We can make anything. I can make anything. I just said it right there. So, I think that's it. I don't know how long it is. I haven't edited a lick of it. But I really appreciate y'all. Let's get down and I'll show you one more time. I'll show you the doors I made from garbage, except for this one. Sheet plywood. You know what I'm saying. Alright, I'll show you again. All pallets, plain down. That was the last video. Condensation. Looks weird. Now that is 3/4 inch plywood. This is 3.5. I don't know how wide that is. You case it out, put you a nice support piece. You know, it is support because I've glued it all together. But you know, you're using plywood, so it should not droop too much. I've got this little piece here. I'll probably replace this with a wooden piece, something that's a little bit bigger, more substantial, maybe some sliding dovetails or something like that. But I've just got that to keep the two. And the reason I would want to change it, 1, that's just too fancy to be sitting right here when the rest of it's made out of junk. And 2, as I open up, it gets wider, where it almost separates. I'm surprised it don't. But I'll replace that with a sliding one. I've got not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 different kind of hinges. Ooh, I think I just figured out why the door does what it does. If I replaced that small one up there with the big one, and the big one down there with the small one, it'll kick that bottom up, therefore raising that side. I'll probably just leave it. Pretend like I didn't even figure that out. Oh, golly, why is that doing that? See how I solve stuff at my shop? I got some pieces. Oh, sorry. Mrs. Spider. I've tried. Can y'all see that? I've tried in my life to just let critters be. You know, I could kill that thing, or I could let it be in my shop and get all the other things that come into my shop. What are you saying, Ryan? Leave critters alone. Try not to kill insects if you can. Let them just do what they're doing. Alright, so I've got some extra pallets left over. I've got an idea. Speaking of pallets, what is it? 3 feet by almost 4 feet. And some pallets come with plywood bottoms, where like they put plywood on the bottom of the pallet. Anyway, I know where I can get a whole heap of them, and I've seen them on Facebook Marketplace. It's 3/4 inch. But what if I did that? If I got a bunch of those and just sheeted the whole inside with that pallet material? It's going to take a lot of work. I'm going to have to really place it out on making sure I'm staying on the studs. But I might look into doing that. I'm going to leave this wall the way that it is. I'm getting to the other door, but I'm going to leave this wall the way that it is. I'll add the rest of my receptacles, and I'll come up here and I'll add, I don't want to point you too much at the light if the light's weird, but I'll add some more lights up there because I've already wired for 4 lights total on a light switch. I did that, and it even looks like a professional did it. Look at that. I even stapled and nailed and screwed just a... That's a little droopy. Why are you so sad? Why are you so sad, Mr. Wire? Why are you so sad? So I'll fix that up. We'll do that. I'll move all my grinders and stuff, and they'll be on ready to go hooks, maybe with some drop down extension cords from the ceiling. That way I can go wherever I need to. I really like those, but I'd have to get like a 15 or 20 amp drop down. 15? Just don't run it for a long time. Here's the door again. Let me show you that little building-esque deal. Hey, that's where y'all normally stand. But here's all the little remains of that building. I'm assuming that's what it was. And I was going to try to put it together, but when I found the instructions, it was a hot mess down there. I just don't know what this thing was. But anyway, it's my shop door now. And I have a couple more pieces of that left over. So I've got two sheets of that. So I'll do something with that. Big old exhaust fan. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that yet. But yeah, angle iron. These are some breaker bars. I welded together. It's hardened material. I mean, I'm not gonna like go jumping on it, so it shouldn't snap. That's what I'm saying. Look around. Use your imagination. When you see things, like when you walk past things, look. What is this? What is that? Maybe that's something that holds something. I don't know. I just don't throw away these things that humans have made. You know what I mean? It breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. So try to look at stuff differently. Use your imagination. You look what you can do. Heck, if I can do it, you can do it. Period. I try. That's all I do different. So I try now. Try a little bit harder than I used to. So, that's it. There's the doors. I got to come up with some way that once it's closed, about like that, I'll probably have some kind of latch Maybe, ooh, have something that stands off about that much. Just has a handle that goes over and presses it into the building. You know what I mean? So imagine, see, because I can even seal her shut. It's something that just goes, bloop, and pulls that top. Some kind of cool handle deal. You know what I mean? Are we done? It is Sunday, Mother's Day. My beautiful, beautiful, awesome, awesome wife and mother said, you've got 2 hours to go outside and finish your door. I know you're wanting to do that because I have, you know, over the last couple of weeks or so, I've been trying to get to this point. So that way I can get this, all my metal stuff moved in, put in here. I can put some locks on the doors and I can get chooching on the swim pactor. I've pretty much got it all planned out. I've got to go get some stainless steel bolts. So if anybody knows or works for a place to give me some bolts on discount, please, 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 please. Those stainless steel bolts are expensive. And this is a chairlift. Oh, so happy Mother's Day to everybody out there. So I just wanted to thank my wife again for letting me do that, because I got to wrap this up because we're about to go eat lunch. But there's that. It's a chairlift that a buddy of mine gave me. He had it, and I think I'm gonna try to put that in the swim pactor. It's all water. It all runs off water. 45 psi. So how cool is that? It's one of my favorite parts of the videos is I get to tell y'all how much I appreciate y'all watching. It's just really neat to think that y'all follow me, and I want to say thank you again to you right there. I want to say thank you for everything that you do. You give me inspiration. Thank you to my patrons. I really appreciate y'all. Got my dogs around here somewhere. Bart, you see him? Lazy Sunday. Alrighty, everybody. Go out there, have an awesome day. Make somebody have an awesome day. Try to be inspirational and just soak up this thing we got, life, right? Might as well. We're here. I lost my dog yesterday, Dobby. I don't know if y'all remember ever seeing her. It was a stray that we picked up, but she was an old dog, and we took care of her, and she passed away yesterday. But with that said, you know, just take this life, soak it up, eat it up every day, you know? Look at what you can. Just enjoy. Alright, I'm gonna leave y'all with that. I love these little bitty orange flowers we got coming up. There, if you want to subscribe. Right there, if you want to be a patron, or right there, I don't know yet. And then right there or there, if you want to watch some more of my videos. Take 5 minutes out. Have an awesome day.